Hey, cyber loves. Welcome to Exclusive Rules, where I write reality checks that don't bounce. This is basically my video advice blog where you guys out there are sending me letters and I'm offering my opinions, insight, input on what I think you should do in regards to your situation, your question, whatever it is you think you got going on. You can trust me, I'm exclusive. Now, if you need advice, you can send me an email to exclusiverules@yahoo.com. That's exclusiverules@yahoo.com. And I will give you my input, my insight, hopefully help you with whatever the issue is. We do have a letter today, and I like this letter. So let me share it with you guys, and then we're going to help out the young lady. Okay. Dear Nikki, first off, I'm one of your Facebook friends, obviously, and I must say you seem like you have a nice personality and you keep it 100 as far as I can tell. That's why I'm beseeching your advice. I am a 25-year-old Christian woman, and I'm constantly doing things to strengthen my relationship with our Heavenly Father. Example, praying, fellowship, evangelizing, etc. My husband, on the other hand, is a different story. I know he loves the Lord, but when it comes to going to church or praying openly, he turns it down. I have to literally beg him to go to church, and please don't ask him to study the Bible. According to him, he knows it already, whatever that means. A while ago, I asked him, what if you died tomorrow? Where do you think your soul will go? He simply gave me the Kanye shrug and kind of brushed me off. I stopped pressuring him on the issue, but I won't give up on him because I care too much about his salvation. So before I go to the pastor of our church, what do you think I should do? Sincerely, Saved Soul. Okay, Saved Soul. First, kudos, thumbs up for having such a pure soul and caring so much about someone else's salvation, because most people, like you said, whatever, that's you. When you die, where you go is your business. But of course, as this being your husband, you care enough for where he's spending his eternal life after, of course, life on earth. Now, first things first, do not, I repeat, do not go to your pastor in regards to this. Because, and the only reason I'm saying this is because this is a relationship with you and your husband. That's almost like a little sister running to dad. If you can't force your husband to go to church, or it seems as if you have to beg him, you don't want to get the pastor involved, because then he's going to feel as if, I'm the man of this castle. You mean to tell me you run into some man as if he's going to convince what I feel or what I'm saying? You know how men are with that whole macho thing. And you never want your man to think, no matter the position of the man you're going to, that, well, if I can't get you to do it, I know this man will. Males' ego, they're a lot different than us. You can probably go to somebody else that can convince us if you can't convince us. But men, you don't play with that testosterone. You don't do that. So you don't want to get the pastor involved. This is what you have to do. When it's dealing with God or a yearning, you don't want to force somebody into a religion. A religion is something that some people have to accept. The change is going to come with you. His salvation counts on you. And the reason I'm saying that is because you're already doing it. He's around you. So the aura that you're placing out about church is what's going to bring him there. Nagging is not. Definitely not. Let me tell you about men. Anything we want them to do is what they don't want to do. So don't beg him. Don't plead with him anymore. Don't say it anymore. But when you go out to church, when you come back home, still say, babe, guess what? Let me tell you about what I learned in church today. Da 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 da. Have this happy spirit. Let the Spirit of God be so big in you that it pours off on him. And he's saying, what? Why is my wife so happy? Why my wife not nagging no more? I need to know this God that has her so happy like this. It's not going to be begging. It's not going to be the pastor that's going to bring your husband into God. It's going to be you, which means that the relationship that you have with God has to be so strong that your husband can see God through you. That's what it's going to take, honestly. And I'm not going to say it's going to take a day. I'm not going to say it's going to take a week. Hell, it can be months. But your will and your strive and the overflow that you feel that you need from God and that you feel that he needs in his life has to shine through you. Shine so bright that he just wants to be a part of it. And of course, as we know, relationships with God is ultimately beautiful. So as soon as he gets there, as soon as he wants it, he'll keep it. But you can't force anything on anybody, especially not a man. Especially not a man. As we know, we can't change these men into nothing. Nothing. Change comes from within. Change is a choice. Change is a choice. Now, you have to kind of you have to, go around the alley to get him to make that choice, but you can't beg, you can't plead, and you can't give up. You definitely can't give up. But the God in you has to be so big that it pulls him in. And that's what anything you want somebody else to be a part of, they have to see it changing you for them to be a part of it. So there has to be a transition with you, meaning, and I don't know, I don't know you personally. So let's say if you're a nagger or if you cuss a lot, going to church has to change your life, meaning, hell, your shoes in the middle of the floor don't affect me like it used to. I'm not gonna cuss your ass out about it. I'm just gonna move it. And while I'm moving it, I'm gonna be singing my gospel songs. Or while I'm washing the shit or taking the trash out that I asked you to take out, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because you're the head of the house. I'm supposed to submit to you, baby. Maybe you tired. And it's like, men are macho. Girl, men are macho. They wonder what the hell is going on at church. I got my wife this happy. I need to go. I need to go. I need to see what's going on. What's up with this Jesus character? And before you know it, you done wheeled him in. You done wheeled him in into the house of the Lord. And as soon as God gets a hold of his soul, it's over. You know what they say? Once you go black, you never go back. As soon as he gets into church, or as soon as he has that yearning for God, because it's changing your life, that's what's going to happen. But do not go to your pastor in regards to this. It's going to make your husband feel as if you're tattletelling, as if, babe, this is our house. And you went outside of our house to tell another man what's going on, almost as if it was going to change what I was feeling. That's how men are. But stay strong. Continue with your faith. Continue with your walk with God. And this is your husband, so you guys are one. Eventually, he's going to line up with it because your souls are connected by marriage. God knows how much you want this for him, but he has to want it for himself as well, because salvation is a choice and you definitely can't force it on him. And you don't want your husband to fake the funk and still end up in hell. So do your part, and before you know it, he'll be right there with you, singing hymns and praying, talking about the Bible and studying. And I'm telling you, relationships based off of religion, or that love of God, is beautiful. It really is beautiful when it's not forced, when it's pure, when it's real. So stay strong, honey, and I'm sure if your faith is as strong as it seems from this letter, your husband will be around in no time. Thanks for tuning in. Hope I helped.